Hey guys, how's it going? Donna, you're one of the first people. What's up? Amanda's here, Julie, Lindy Brewer, thanks for joining. Rachel Mayo, how's everybody doing? Hold on one second. Okay. Hi, what's that? Brandy Marie, thanks for joining. Robert Stern is in the house. If you're not following Robert Stern, make sure that you're following him because he is our special guest tonight, and we are super excited that he has decided to be on the P-Crawl. Donna, it's an accomplishment that you're on time. We appreciate it so much. If you are new to this, a P-Crawl is similar to a bar crawl in that you will start with me. We'll go to @BetJet next. If you see her, make sure you're following her. Then our special guest, Robert Stern, will be third. And then last, @JB Howard, who always gives great Periscope tips at the end. So it's just us sharing about a certain topic, and we go from one to the next to the next. It's very quick, total time about 25 minutes total, and hopefully you'll have fun and learn something in the process. So tonight we are talking about finding the right social media for your niche. There's Jim Bob Howard. If you're not following him, make sure you follow him. Just gave y'all a quick shout out. Thanks so much. Make sure you're inviting your followers as well. Swipe right or swipe up and invite your followers because they do not want to miss what we've got to say tonight. They don't want to miss Robert Stern especially. Okay, so the topic tonight, finding the right social media for your niche. Now, what I want to talk to you about real quick in the few minutes that I have is just kind of a little brief overview of what that is about. So, when it comes to social media, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Periscope now, there's Pinterest, there's all kinds of ways, there's Snapchat, there's all kinds of ways that you can interact with people. And a lot of times if you're trying to grow a following, what you don't want to do is try to be an expert or cover all the bases because you're going to run yourself too thin. So know this tonight. My encouragement to you tonight is that you do not have to be an expert or you don't have to be great at them all. There's so many platforms. You're totally right. There's so many platforms. So what I would encourage you to do is to pick one or two and see how you can become great at those. So like I said, that you want to work hard to build your following in those one or two that you're really good at that fits your personality and your strengths. And that's the thing you've got to worry about. Nate said Tinder. No, we're not going to do that. So, what is your favorite social media? Tell us in the comments right now, what is your favorite social media platform? Is it Twitter? Is it Periscope? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it Pinterest? What fits your personality and your strengths more than any of them? For me, it's definitely Periscope. That definitely fits my personality and my strengths better for sure. We got Facebook, Instagram, Periscope and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Oh, all kinds of answers there. We have 70 live viewers. Can we just say, oh, this is amazing. Thanks guys so much. So what you want to do is find one or two that you're really good at and then go after that. For example, if you're really good at short, like 140 characters or less, one-liners, really interactive, Twitter is going to be your thing. If you're better with telling stories through pictures, Instagram is where you want to put your focus at. If you want to be more interactive, stick with Facebook. That's a great way to interact with people that are following you. And Periscope, if you're very comfortable talking in a camera, this kind of way, and interacting, multitasking for sure, then focus on Periscope. But my encouragement to you is don't think that you have to become great at all of them. If you pick one, I promise you can build a following, a strong following with that. And as you'll see with myself, with Bethany, with Robert Stern, with Jim Bob, we have all found our niche and we know how to build a following, a strong following with that. So like I said, for me, it's Periscope. Okay, so if you're not following @BetJet, we're going to her in about 60 seconds @BetJet. Facebook is what I teach, so no brainer there. That's perfect. Yes, and that's the thing. When you become great at whichever platform you're doing, you can teach others to do the same thing. So I love that idea to pay it forward and to help others become strong in what they want to do. Okay, last chance. There's Bethany. We've got about 45 seconds left before we go to Bethany. So I hope that you are excited about tonight. @BetJet's going to teach us a few things. And then Robert Stern, we are so excited that he has been a part of this scope with us tonight. That's P-Crawl. It's going to be awesome. He has got some awesome stuff to tell you. All right, Bethany, 20 seconds left. Make sure you're following @BetJet. Thanks so much, guys, for joining. Can't wait to see what the rest of the night holds, and we'll talk to you soon. Follow @BetJet, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.
Hey everybody, coming over from Kevin Buchanan. Hello, hello, hello. Please share with your followers. You can swipe this way, you can swipe up or down, or you can just touch the little man in the bottom and it will come over. Thanks guys. I'm actually having a bad hair day today. It is humid in Florida. Good to see you guys. Okay, so I am super excited to talk about social media. And I've only got a few minutes because guess who is our guest speaker? I know you know. Robert C. Stern is coming on next, and we are so excited. Learjet, awesome. Ben Wolf calls me Jetstream. So here we go. How to use social media for your niche. Kevin did an amazing job about talking about the different ones and how to use them. Jean, I'm so glad you're in here. Yeah, it's terribly hot today. So here we go. You need to know who your targeted follower or target audience is, and then use social media to your advantage in all the different aspects. Hello from Dallas. They all work together, but you can really focus in on one or two that are going to work best for you. And Kevin kind of explained that, so I'm not going to go too much into detail on that. However, here's an example. At Kevin Buchanan's Twinsy Talks last night, he and Rachel did a dub smash challenge. Guess what? Dub smash is not going to go on my personal Facebook page. It is going to go on Instagram because the people who follow me on Instagram love the dub smash. They love the crazy pictures. They love that kind of stuff. That also gets has a widget that goes to my blog. So if people are on my blog, bethanyjet.com, they also can see that stuff there. You need to know who's following you on which social media platform and use it differently. Periscope, you guys are all on Periscope. If you have a business or you have a niche or you're writing, you should be talking about your business on Periscope. Show behind the scenes. I talked about this last night. My replay is up for like 2 more hours, I think. You show people behind the scenes, show them the value in what you do. If you're selling something, show demos. If you're selling makeup, do half of your face live. People will start to trust you. They will get tips from you. And guess what? When they want to buy something, they're going to come to you. I am a writer and an author, and so I am teaching people on Periscope how to do proposals and some of the online software that I'm using behind the scenes, because guess what? I want them to start using it. And especially if you have affiliate links, you need to go be using those affiliate links on your website, because when people find out what you do and they want to use those things, guess what? That's money in your pocket. This is always to help you in your business and build trust with people. Let me see. Oh, Facebook. Facebook is amazing. I've got 2 minutes, I think. Facebook is amazing. Get involved in the groups with your niche on Facebook. There are millions. If you search writers, you're going to come up with a ton, or authors. If you, planners, thanks guys. If your niche is fitness, you can join a ton of fitness things. Comment in there, give value in there. You're going to find people who are going to follow you, and guess what? They're going to trust you, especially if you're wanting to build business or bring people to your blog. Do not, listen very closely to me. This is my last thing. Do not only post your blog posts in the Facebook group. It is annoying and nobody wants to read it. Instead, why don't you do a quote from your blog post or give something of value and then the link? That's way better than just saying, hey, my blog post is up, go read it. No one wants to see that. It's flooded. It's flooded with people doing that. Give value. Give the tip. Give the main message, the link. That's way, way, way better. Hey, Wendy! My BFF is in here. Okay, Robert Stern is coming on next. I'm giving him a 60-second countdown. Do not delete your blog, Nate. Your blog is good. Just don't let that be the only thing you're doing. I'm not saying don't share it. I'm saying share your stuff, but give value in the comments before you just blast out your blog all the time. People are going to get sick of it and they're going to tune you out. Keep blogging and keep writing and keep adding value to the conversation, especially in Facebook. And get involved in the groups on Facebook. It's a great way to grow your business, for sure. Is Robert Stern still in here? I haven't seen notification. He's not live yet. He is the founder of The Social Leader. His daughter, Raina, who is so sweet and so cute, is going to be helping him talk tonight. He has a million tips. I am an author. I am a writer and author, and I teach people how to write proposals and help them get published. It's Robert C. Stern. Ooh, can someone type that in there? Kevin or Jim Bob, follow at Robert C. Stern. He is next. He is our guest speaker on Periscope Crawl, and we had to have him narrow down all of his tips. I think he's got 2 or 3. It's going to be so, so good.
Hey, everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, guys. So, let me just mute something. So, how are you guys all doing? Welcome to the Periscope Crawl.
I thank Jim Bob and Kevin and Bethany for inviting me. We're going to go over some great stuff tonight. We're going to talk about social media for your niche, and I got a couple of things to go over with you. It's going to be fantastic. First, just a little bit about me. I have a company called The Social Leader, and that's what I do, social media for business. So we're going to get right into this, and I have a helper tonight, so say hi.
Hi, everyone.
So she's going to help us do this whole thing, and we're going to talk about the two major tips. I had to narrow them down to two. Two major tips for social media, using social media for your niche. So what's the first one?
Number 1, consistency. You must be consistent.
That is correct. You must post or scope daily, at least one time a day on every platform that you decide to use. Consistency. It's so important. Now, when you're posting, a lot of people are always saying that, you know, what's the best time? What's all these things crazy? Well, you know something? There's really no official best time for your following. So you want to test the times to see when you get the most engagement. It's all about trial and error. Also, people need to see that you are there and answering back, acknowledging their comments, acknowledging everything that's going on. So now we're going to go to number 2.
Number 2, the 3 E's in social media. Before you post your scope, make sure your content is either.
Perfect. So what you want to do, there's 3 E's of social media, okay? Before you post, think about this in your head before you post. It doesn't matter before you scope, before you post on anything. Is it educational? In other words, are you teaching them or having them learn about something about you or your business? Or is it entertaining? Okay? Is it something funny or emotional? It hits them to their core and their heart. Funny, cute, sometimes sad. Those are the type of things that get shared and talked about and everything else. If it has one or both of those 2 things, educational or entertaining, you'll get the 3rd E. Ready? Engagement. So guys, that's what your whole thing is. You want to get engagement on your social media. If you get that engagement, it builds your relationships. It builds up to everything else that you're doing. So it should be educational or entertaining, and that will bring it to engagement. So that's basically my 2 major tips. I could sit here all night for 5 hours doing this. But guess what? I think we got something coming up that's going to be a lot of fun. It's coming up very soon. I think he's setting it up now. Coming up with Techie Tips with J.B. Howard. Great guys. Guys, I cannot thank you enough for letting both of us, Rainer and I, come on the Periscope Crawl. It's so much fun to see all you guys. We hope to see you out on the scopes.
We hope to come back on Periscope Crawl one day and see you guys all again. And please go watch
J.B. Howard.
Scope, because he's also going to be talking about cool things. So please go check his out, and bye.
All right, guys. We will talk to you all soon. Hopefully JB's up.
He's up. So check out his scope, and we will see you on the scope.
Hey everybody! Woohoo! Man, what a great Periscope call we had tonight. I mean, man, thank you so much, Robert C. Stern, for being a part of the Periscope Crawl. You know, this is our 8th one, and it keeps growing, and it keeps growing, and it keeps growing. We get so many people that keep showing up for this. And it's just us doing Periscope, and we love it. You know, we have so much fun with it. Hey, from London, man, hey, thanks for coming in. Hey, I know, 8th one, I know, is that fantastic, Dave? I love it. Jim Bob Howard, Jim Bob, say it louder, Howard, whoa! Yeah, so I get kind of excited. So, okay, so my job here is to come and tell you guys some techie tips. So, there's some stuff that I learned this week that I really want you guys to know. Interesting stuff. So, and it's interesting how it happened, too, so just kind of bear with me for a second. So, I was in a scope, And it turned out that Decor Pixie was in a scope too. And if you don't know, Decor Pixie is my wife. And so we're in the scope and we're really participating, and then all of a sudden, she blocked me. Yeah. No, this isn't a freeze face. She actually blocked me. She blocked me! I'm like, what happened? All of a sudden, she accidentally, well, she says it was accidental. I don't know. She said she blocked me. So anyway, so she blocked me. So I'm like, okay, well, here's some good information. I know, blocked me, right? I know. Can you believe that, Shahina? So, yeah, I know. You didn't know she was my wife. She's fantastic. So blocked. She said, I blocked him. She totally did. So here's the thing that I learned when you're blocked. Here's the thing that you need to know. When you block someone, they can still see your comments, but they can't see yours. Did I say that right? You can see their comments. So if somebody blocks you on a Periscope, if you're in a scope and you're viewing it, and somebody blocks you, you can still see their comments, but they can't see yours. The other thing that happens is if you tap on their name to go and try to follow them, you get this little error. It's a little red thing that says, hey, there's a system error. And you can click on the button to follow them, and it'll light up like you're going to follow them, and then you close that, then you're not following them because they blocked you. Right. So here's the other thing, too. So here's what happens when you block somebody. So if you're doing a Periscope and someone comes on and they're viewing, and how many people have had a Periscope and you've had people say things that you're like, I'm just not going to be a part of that. Yeah, that's probably the reason why nobody responds to you, Nate, is because they've all blocked you. When you block someone, you can't see them anywhere on Periscope, period. No, that's not true. That's not true, Decor Chica. You can see them on Periscope, but they can't see you, and you can't search for them. So just kind of give that. So if you're both in the same scope, they can see your comments, but you can't see theirs. So if you block somebody, you can't see their comments, but they can still see yours. They can try to reply to you, and it'll look like to them like they're replying to you. They don't know they're blocked. That's the thing. They don't know they're blocked. So here's what happens when you're blocked. You can't really tell. You don't see any of the people you've blocked. Exactly. You don't see the people that you blocked, but they can still see you, Digital Chica. So that's what happens. So what if you accidentally block somebody? If you accidentally block somebody, you can't go search for them and try to find them and unblock them. The only way that you can unblock somebody is to go down to the bottom and go tap on the person, right? And then when you're done with that, go up to the top and click on the little circle that's up there that goes to your profile, and then you see a list of people that you've blocked. Once you've done that and you've clicked on them and you've said, here's the list of people that are blocked, can blocked people view your scope? No, they can't. They're kicked out. They can't see your scope. They don't even know you exist on Periscope. So you click on the blocked list. You find the person that you accidentally blocked. She says it was accidental. I don't know. You find the person that you accidentally blocked, and you can click on them, and then you can unblock them. But then when you block somebody, they're not following you anymore either. So you have to let the person know, hey, I didn't mean to block you. I've unblocked you now. You can follow me back. So just know about that. Okay. Anybody have any questions about blocking? Because I don't even know how long my time is, and these guys will probably tell me. Kevin's going to check the clock for me. He's going to tell me in a moment, in a second. So what are your questions? So yeah, she's not blocking me anymore. It's all as well. We actually tested it out again. I like seeing when broadcasters block people. Yeah, so I got a couple minutes. So you can block too. I know, that's fantastic. Host blocking. So when the host blocks somebody, it kicks them out of their scope. So they're not there in that scope anymore, but they can still show up on another scope that you're in. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Blonde girl, your family's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Rachel. I really appreciate that. We give the trolls cement shoes like the gangsters do. I know. So here's the other thing about blocking. When somebody comes onto your scope and they say something that is inappropriate and you want to block them, you don't have to comment about it. You don't. All you have to do is go tap on their name, click block user, and then you come back and they're gone. So the other people here in your scope are going to see that little message that said that you blocked that person, and they can then tap on that and they can block them too. So the great thing about blocking people who say nasty things in other people's scopes is that you don't have to see them anymore. So Yeah, no time for weirdos. I do a hashtag a lot of times. It's no grace for trolls. So if somebody's trolling, they're saying something rude, they're saying something obnoxious, they're being offensive, block them. Done. And don't even give them the time of day. So if you block, they can come back and comment on my next scope. No, Lauren, they can't. If you're doing a scope and they come on and you block them, they can't get into your next scope. But if you're on a scope and they're on a scope and you haven't blocked them, then they can be on the same scope that you're on, and you guys can, I mean, you just can't see their comments. But the comment is still seen. Yes, you can see, no, you can't see the comments of the person who blocked you, but they can see your comments on somebody else's scope. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Can they watch the replay? No, Herbie, they can't, well, they can't watch the replay of one that they've been blocked from because they can't see it anymore on scope, on Periscope. Okay? All right. So repetition 503, 504, 505. I know. How many more times do I need to repeat this? Good? Thanks. You got that? Man, did you just realize Nate is showing us his, oh, the number of people that have blocked him? No, come on. Thank you guys so much for being a part of Periscope Crawl. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear about them. We have a website. It's called periscopecrawl.com, and you can fill out a comment there. We also have a new thing on the Periscope Crawl website. It's the Scope Shows page, which tells you about other shows that are going on a regular job on Periscope. And so ours is on there, of course, but a lot of other people's are as well. So you can go along and you can see other people's shows that they have that are scheduled on a regular basis. So we're kind of building that up. And there's also a submission form. So if you're interested in having your show up on there, just go to the show. If you go to periscopecrawl.com, there's a link up at the top that says Periscope Shows. Click on that. You can see the listing of the shows. There's also a link to submit your show with all the details and everything that we need to be able to put you in there. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Periscopecrawl.com. Yes, periscopecrawl.com. If you're watching this on the replay and you click on my name down at the bottom, there's a link to Periscope Crawl. It'll take you right to it. Okay, so that's a good way to do it too. If you want to, you can go, and when I say replay, I'm talking about replay on the web. So if you're watching on the web, if you want to go back and look at the link in Twitter, you can see that. JB, if you're going to live in Austin, you got to button that top button like a hipster. Nope, sorry, not going to do it. Yeah, so periscopecrawl.com. We do this every Thursday, 7:31 p.m. We do it at 7:31 just to avoid all of the other people that go live right on the minute. And so so squirrel. Thanks, Tanya. So every Thursday we do this. Sometimes we move it, so you want to make sure that you're following Kevin Buchanan because he always kicks us off. I'm always in the caboose. Well, not always. So a couple of times I haven't been in the caboose, but sometimes I'm in the caboose. So you can follow us, and we do this every week. We're going to have a new guest next week. We'll have a new topic that we're going to talk about. Always great stuff. If you have a topic that you want to hear, make sure that you go to periscopecrawl.com, fill out the comment form, or send us an email at info@periscopecrawl.com. Thanks so much for coming this time. If you have any questions, follow me on Twitter. Ask us all those questions. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week on the Periscope Crawl!